Alright, Bonehawks, this video is all about Quan Chi. Decided to throw my name in the hat for the Pro Comp online event that happened today. Just kind of see if, what I still got as far as competitive-wise goes. So I want to give you some insight on my matches. So, yeah, I'm going to go over them here. Just going to watch them with you and give some thoughts on maybe things I could have done differently and things I did correctly. So, yeah, that being said, let's get into it.
Accept your death.
Hanging Gardens.
If only Shang Tsung could have finished his experiments.
What did he have planned for my sister?
Take one. Action!
Okay, so Kitana, we're taking on Kitana. It's a character I've kind of struggled with since launch. Just kind of testing the waters here to see what they know about Quan Chi. That move right there is very infuriating. Counters my game plan fairly well. We get a little combo here. A little combo going. Get Sonya out. Throw some purple. Big chompy. Ooh, just barely stuffed Serena there. I missed the conversion on that overhead. I gotta practice that a little bit more. That's something that I drop fairly consistently. But they looked a little lost there. Took first round. Was able to react and sky drop that. They weren't aware of the overhead. In the corner. I don't really want to play the corner game. I don't want to risk being put in there, so we're just going to back off, create some space. Little shimmy there, little footsies. Opting not to break, which is an odd choice. Either way, big chompy eats the projectiles. Sonya gets out, more projectiles. And that's game one. Definitely looked a little bit lost there. Not really sure what to do against Quan Chi, but a lot of people are kind of that way, I imagine. Still a fairly new character. Second game, let's see if they adapt. I'm just whiffing pokes out here with the trip guard. Not too bad. Boom. There we go, get the conversion, get my happy little circle up. Sonya back in, starting to read their jumps. They're getting very patterny with their jumps. And another fairly clean round. Kind of giving up fighting from full screen. I got full meter here though. Thank you, Sonya, for your assistance. There you go, but sky drop to stomp that out. Block the overhead. Pokes. Back full screen again. I'm gonna get Sonya out here. Get our plus 74, whatever it is. Ooh, we just eat up Serena's knives. That's so satisfying to see. I was okay with that trade. Big chompy again. Aha, we punished Serena this time. Alright, so we're up 2-0. It's first to 3 in this event. Young Quan and Sonya, Zonia, as I call her. Should have standing 3 anti-aired that jump in. That was a little predictable. I like the standing 3 anti-aired there instead of doing the triple skulls, just to get a little bit more damage. And never ever do this in a professional tournament. Like, this is a pro league competition. If you can't handle gameplay, don't enter, because this is completely unprofessional. For people that are trying to compete in what is the actual pro league, so don't do that. Just accept that you've lost. Moving on to Kung Lao here.
Kung Lao, so certain in your confidence.
Oh, with the hat. The intro's rocking. I like to do that for the first game of a set. Just set the lore a little bit, get the hype going. Lao Goro, a predictable pair. Block the overhead. Where do we go? I'm poking, I'm mashing, trying to shimmy with that back 3. Good armor. So that's where I kind of knew this was going to be a rough matchup. When people start armoring my gaps and my strings and stuff, I actually just staggered that, but I can tell by what they did that they're pretty familiar with how my character works. I know that I'm going to be in for a definite rough time, so baited my up block. Had to break, but it also put me out of the corner, so there's kind of a 2-in-1 there. I haven't really found how you can do it consistently to put me out of the corner. It just kind of happens sometimes, but you kind of know when it does happen. Depends on the move that they do, I suppose. Again, should have standing 3 anti-aired other than do the purple skulls. That's something I've struggled with ever since Quan came out, is doing, well, just in general, doing projectiles in ranges where I really shouldn't. They're easy to jump over. There we go. Look at this combo. Have to be a little bit cleaner about that. Do that. Yeah, like right there, that was risky. It worked out, but it was risky. These are the things I need to improve upon. Down top 3 of the movement. Thanks to the giant hippo hooks on jump 2-1, that did not look like it was going to connect. Trying to bait another jump. Covered it with Goro this time. I thought it was far enough away there, but I played Kung Lao for a bit. It wasn't very long, it was like a week, but felt he meshed really well with Shujinkydink. Underneath. Straight hit. Big choppy hits Goro. Hat hits Sonya. That's one thing that I see a lot of other Quan Chi players do is throwing out a lot of sky drops. I don't like to do that, and I don't know if that's a carryover from MKX, but I was just like, because of how bad it was in that game. But look at this though. Just got him down. Locked down, full screen. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it.
Take 1. Action.
Let's see the adaption here. Smacks it with the overhead. The second hit of that works. No conversion from me though. I can't hit confirm that easily on the second hit. First hit I can, but second hit, that's probably something else. That was sick mix. Into Goro. Combo. Overhead. One overhead. Too slow. This is the story of Quan Chi. Locked down in the corner.
Take 2.
Forced to guess. Coming in, go for the optimal combo with Sonya. Big chompy. I was ready that time. I definitely need to mix my strings up more. Maybe a little bit more of 1-2-2. It's funny because I get a little bit too concerned about like the last hit of that is a high, but every time I throw it out, it just kind of works. So I probably shouldn't worry about it all that much until the opponent starts doing something about it. That's when you should probably think about mixing things up and using the air Sonya move more, because that would have covered the air and I can cover the ground with my skulls instead. I lose the round. And I get my shoulders pulled out of their sockets. Unfortunate. Yeah, that could be like pretty sick space control. Throw the projectiles forward, and then like because the Sonya cameo is an ambush, you got the whole front screen covered. And I would just have to figure out a way to convert from it. If I can. Sick anti-air by me. Don't jump at me. Or do. I've been letting you get away with it so far. Bone Dome. Trying to catch something with the stand 1-3. Still an overhead. Still an overhead. And a throw. Boom. Full screen. Went for the overhead projectile. Projectable. Still an overhead. Nothing doing on that one though.
Take 2. Action.
Yeah, that's another thing that I've been doing recently is trying to use his tentacle move in kind of the spacing game a bit because, like, it has so much range that can really, like, shut down movement, you know? Yeah, that was a really good ducking that standing 3. I would love it if they made that a mid. I don't think it's too powerful to be buffed like that. It's not like super plus or anything. It's got a big hitbox, but make it negative. Rough. Projectile and dream. Choppy. I kind of knew they were going to do the. Wow. I forgot we made that comeback. I kind of freaked out and stood there for a while. And at some point, I had to just stop playing super risky and just try and react to things because I was definitely whiffing out too many things, just hoping that would work, like right there. So just keep it nice and simple, strike, throw, just gain a little bit of a health lead. Good way to cover themselves with Goro. Again, ducking my standing 3, that was really smart. Still an overhead. Ooh, I'm surprised I blocked that low. I've been mixing it up pretty good. Finally, this works. And we hit our fatal blow. To quite easily take the game. Probably didn't need to use that. But better safe than sorry sometimes. Swift in a skull. Just dink things, you know? Sonya definitely not a cameo I thought I was going to play when the game was first announced. I had no interest in her, but now she's got some really nice changes where she works well with Quantum. That mid projectile, the super plus on block, is a godsend for a zoning character. And they very smartly switched to Johnny Cage, which is, in my opinion, obviously biased here, but the worst matchup in the game against Quan Chi. It's not fun. I relied on that shimmy just a little bit too much in this set. It worked the one time. That was it. Should have standing 3'd his jump kick instead of trying to standing 1. This is a rough situation. Still gets the launch off Motaro. Nice conversion. Again, me just throwing out that standing 3, trying to read some movement, but this is where I'm just locked down. They weren't teching very many throws, I've noticed. I didn't see very many escape failed or anything like that, so maybe I probably should have thrown them more in pressure just to take advantage of that. Or maybe they would have been teching more had I been throwing more. Tough to say. So far the corner is where I live. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Boom. Boom. I thought that was a drop. I'm not really sure why they teleported there. I'm not really sure what that added. That was a weird decision, but I guess I see it leading into the shadow kick. So all tied up here, 2-2. Johnny Cage, Motaro. He's gonna kick Motaro out of his fireballs there. Don't want to be dealing with that. Right there, using Sonya to cover our butt. Again, I could have got way more damage had I read the jump instead of just throwing out a projectile at that range. There's another combo in the corner. Playing some footsies here, not really sure who's going to do what. Yeah, that was super plus, and I pressed on block, which I should not have.
Take two. Action.
Okay, shimmy works again, about once per game. Sounds about right. No kick successful. I've got no... There's my breaker. Yeah, how dare I throw it a down one. Minus 10. We'll just get staggered into plus frames. Invincibility, and we're out of the corner. Lots of space to move with. You always have to be aware of Johnny's shadow kick, though. That's an overhead. Yep, right there. The problem is you can use the multi-hitting projectiles to maybe stuff him, but again, I should have standing 3 anti-aired that, but they did a good job covering themselves with Motaro, so that's our first loss in the tournament. It is double elimination, so we have to lose twice
Johnny Cage wins.
in this pro competition, but man, first to 3 is so much better than first to 2. I really dislike that they made Combat League first to 2. Hurts my feelings. Anyway, way more fun, way more time to adapt to your opponent. Here we go, young Liu Kang. Throwing some stuff out, nice jump in. They're using Sonya as well, big drop. The optimal Sonya combo. He's the optimal one that I know of. Not sure why I chose to do Big Chompy that close. That was an interesting decision by myself. Combo in the corner, but no! They're throwing out the high attacks. Gotta duck that. Full combo punish. See, that makes sense to throw a Big Chompy there. They wanted it. They didn't get it though. That's always disheartening when you use your breaker and then lose anyways. It was a close set though. I can't say it was a bad choice to use that breaker. A little bit close to the corner here. Another thing I need to start doing is using my portal for some damage. I had the portal in the corner, he was right in my face. I probably could have done a 1-2 purple skull combo just to get a little bit more damage. I'll put the 1-3. 4-4-4, and we take game number 1 against Liu Kang and Sonya. Interesting choice.
Quan Chi wins. Take 1. Action.
Standing 3, nothing doing. Tried to flawless block, but I messed it up. There's the shimmy working. Shimmy's working overtime. Shimmy Johns. There it is again. And another one. Yeah, flawless blocked that, but I messed up my standing 1-3. I'm not too familiar with that punish. There's this big window to punish that if you flawless block. So I was just out of practice. None of the Liu Kangs I've been playing have been using that lately, so.
Take 2. Action.
Clash of the Sonyas. I didn't have Sony back, and my portal was still on screen, so that was not much I could have done with that full screen setup. There's another shimmy. No shimmy that time. Oh, that's an unfortunate hitbox. I made a read on that, and it worked out, other than me getting kicked in the face. Try to flawless block again. Good pressure here. Keeping me mixed up. I've never seen a Liu Kang use that string before. I was not sure what it did. Well, we could have done a different conversion off of Big Chompy there to get a little bit more damage, but like a standing force sky drop. I'll have to lab that too. I'm getting all sorts of ideas. This is why we do these. I always like to say that, you know, it is hard to watch back your footage. You just watch yourself make all these mistakes, but it's the best way to get better. Walked right into the mid there. Nice combo. 452. Lost block. There we go. I waited just a little bit to get the punish. Choppy again, followed by Sonya, followed by me messing up my portal input. Again, I'm not really sure why I chose to do Big Chompy in that range. There's a shimmy. It should be into Fatal Blow. Into Death. Yeah, usually I throw it out full screen, so there's a couple times I've been choosing to do it right up close, which is not really sure why I'm doing that. But that whole range I just need to improve in. I need to be a little bit more patient, making more reads, not doing projectiles in there. Get Sonya cancel out the Dragon Fire. Stood up in the one. Unfortunate. There we go, using that tentacle and spacing. Didn't think they'd complete the string there after I punished the flawless block. But they did. Tried to catch the move in there. I don't know why everyone just stands there and lets Sonya charge. I guess because I could do things like that and not charge her. That was definitely an accidental portal. Did not mean to do that. I pay for it here for sure. Damage. Staggers. And I get them with the low before they have a chance to break. And we move on in the bracket. GG's to everyone here, by the way. Good games all around.
I blame you.
So moving on to Ashra.
Condition.
Glad to be of service, sorcerer.
This matchup is annoying for Korn because she can move around the screen so well. Shooting with low. Then with the overhead. Really should have been making more reads about that jump right there. They did that 3 times in a row. Definitely could have got a little bit more damage out of that than I did. But they're just figuring out how the projectiles work right now. Big whiff. I made a read on movement. Shimmy didn't work a second time. I forgot that jails. I tried to duck the Serena knife there, but that jails into it, so 386 damage. Can't react to that overhead to save my life. Thank you, Sonya, for your service. There's that overhead again. Story my life.
Final take. Action.
Get overheaded. It sounds like something dirty, but it's not, obviously. There again, I should have been doing something more about that jump. Especially because like my standing 3 will reach that range. Again, can't react to the overhead. Definitely, it's weird this game because I'm definitely not on my A game for my anti-airs. Like, look how many jumps they're just going unanswered. Hitting them with one skull there, I could definitely be doing a lot more damage than that. predictable. So predictable. Instead I lose the round. I could have killed him like 3 times there. What was I doing?
Ashra wins. Take 1.
Oh well. Try again. With a standing 3. That was a hard read on the jump. I'm just mixing myself here. Thought that was going to be a punish. Again, that jails. I think it might have chipped me. I can't remember.
Take 2. Action.
Can't react to the overhead, but gets us out of the corner, so we're okay with that. Again, should have been on anti-air. Try to make a read on movement. Got stuffed. Shimmy with the low. That's working against them. I just had to be more on my guard for anti-airs. That would have made all the difference in the set. And maybe react to the overhead, but that's asking a lot. Come on now.
Ashra wins. Take 1.
Alright, we're backs to the wall here. We gotta make something happen, or else it's the end of our run. Not the greatest anti-air, but again, every time I swung in to jump and I did nothing about it. Finally, and then I get kicked. I probably could have backed up and standing 3. I'm gonna lab that and figure out what my best option there is. But yeah, it looks like I'll just get booted on the way down, even if I do block it. There we go. Okay, anti-air. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Using Sonya to help me create some space here. And another one, there we go. That's what I should have been doing this whole time. And again, right there, I'm not sure how I did not pick up on the fact that every time Sonya's out, they jump right afterwards.
Sweet. I will corrupt you. Take 2. Action.
But this is why we're here. Not really sure what to do in that range against her. That one high attack, that move right there. 1, 2, 2. I used a different string. Look at me go. Serena knives. Okay, well that was something. There we go. See. Finally red. After Sonya. Gonna jump every single time. And in situations like these where you do have your back against the wall, you really don't want to think about a 3-0 situation. You want to think about, you just need a round. Just one round, take it one round at a time. Because you're gonna probably stress you out a little bit too much unless you're quite experienced. Poked her. Down 4 has such good range, such a good gun. Now that was, again, that's a punish, it was something. Starting to go like I did before, go back to the basics, strike throw. Working on slowly getting that life lead. Again, we do have 140 damage throw with Sonya, so that is something. I'm lucky I recovered from that whiffed down 4 in time. Good breaker. It's my breaker. Stagger that back 3 is so fake. This is not... not anything real. This is gonna be a lot of damage. But we're mashing. We're out here mashing. Doesn't matter. We're dead.
And they call me a demon.
Take two.
So just one round at a time. Not sure what I was trying to do there. Nice tech. When you see me start jumping, that's how you know that I'm panicking. I very rarely jump. I feel that I had kind of trained them with forward throws in the last games, then I used the back throw and kind of... Oh, there's no way they meant to do that. I didn't even mean to throw Sonya out there. How would they mean to hit her out again? I wonder if I could uppercut that maybe for a little bit more. Well, my uppercut's kind of garbage. And that could be 280 damage instead of whatever the one hits me out of Skydrop. Unfortunate. Another overhead unreacted to. And that's going to be it. Thanks for watching my tournament run, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like because it really helps me out. And subscribe if you haven't, because we make new videos almost every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks, all that stuff. And we'll see all you Bonehawks in the next video.
Accept your death.